What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you come into the channel. Check out the content. And with that being said, man, I want to speak on this continuing drama that's going on with LeBron James. Right? It just seems like LeBron James, everything LeBron James do in the media publicly, like gets used against him. Like everything. Recently, he went on to the Kai Cenat podcast and people criticized that. Then before that, LeBron James, I think, was in Asia somewhere. He was playing basketball, and a video surfaced of LeBron James, missing a whole bunch of jumpers. So he got criticized for that. And I've been saying from the very beginning, like this whole LeBron James and Michael Jordan GOAT situation was manufactured. And it's becoming more and more obvious. It was manufactured to make money for Nike and Michael Jordan. And let me say this. Let me start up by saying this. In 1984, when Michael Jordan first signed with Nike, Nike didn't have the money that Converse and Adidas had, right? Because Nike was a new company, they was young. So they didn't have the money that those two companies had. And so they couldn't pay Mike what those other companies could pay, right? And so Nike did something that was unheard of. They offered Michael Jordan stock in the company. And Michael Jordan's mother wisely made Mike accept that deal. She advised Mike to accept that deal. So Mike gets stock in Nike. Not only do Mike get stock in Nike, Mike had a signature shoe. And that also, was unheard of, right? So Mike had his own, not only just a signature shoe, but it was a shoe line. So that was unheard of. So now they are, this was like the start of a great business relationship. Mike hits the NBA. Mike is a big success, and boom, immediately Nike stock goes through the roof. Nike is making a lot of money. Mike is making a lot of money. You know about the Hall of Fame career. Mike wins 6 championships. Mike, the NBA grows in popularity. So Nike making money, the NBA making money, Mike making money, right? And so over the years, that's all they have done is just gotten, they just these two business partners have really, really made a ton of money with Mike's popularity, the NBA and Nike, their popularity, they making a lot of money. So they're thinking, like, all right, how can we carry this into the next, to the next level? Like, what else is there to do? What can we do? And they came up with this idea to manufacture this GOAT debate, right? Now, why didn't Nike choose for the GOAT debate? Why didn't they choose not LeBron James, or why didn't they choose Kobe Bryant? Like Kobe is the closest thing to Michael Jordan. But they saying that with Kobe put in that work. And that is a more legitimate debate. Like people would have debated that too, but not to the extent that with LeBron James, because LeBron James was so far, like it was so much more outrageous to make LeBron James the GOAT. That get people emotionally, like that gets people emotionally into that argument. Like people who know basketball was like, come on, no way LeBron James is in the same class as Mike. And then you got young people who don't really know the history of Mike saying, I think, they caught up in the moment. LeBron James is the GOAT. He is the GOAT. And people are passionate about that. And this passion generates clicks and views. And that's where the money at. That's where the money at. Like this online presence, that's where the money at. This is content for everybody, right? And so the whole time that this is content for everybody, everything that LeBron do, like I said, they're making it look like Like he's the villain. Ticket sales are down, viewership is down, which all of that is not LeBron James' fault, but he'll get. And I'm not even a a fan of LeBron James, but all of that is not his fault, right? But that falls to his feet. And I don't even think like Nike is not worried about ticket sales, like people going to the arenas, because there's a cap on what you can make. Like if you sold out every arena, every game for all of these teams, you still would not be able to reach as many people as you do online. And so that's where the money at with the sponsors. Like there's a limit, there's a limited amount of space in these arenas for sponsors to advertise. So ticket sales, it's good. Viewership is good, but what's even better is the drama. What's even more lucrative is the drama that this GOAT debate causes, because advertisers can get in on this too. And if advertisers and sponsors can get in on this, then Michael Jordan and Nike and the NBA, they just make so much more money than like ticket sales. I mean, in my opinion, I think they're making more money now with this drama than they would have if they had if you have a team like the Lakers, say if the Lakers are dominating and they're winning championships and on top of champion, or you have anybody that is a dynasty. Ain't no money. There's a limited amount of money in being a dynasty. Like being a dynasty is good for. All right, so some people want to call Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors a dynasty, and that's good for that demographic. That's good for Golden State. That's good for you. Your team, y'all selling. That's good for that demographic. But for the overall big picture, for everybody, to make a lot of money, you need to have a a broader reach than just one market. And that's what this debate just is worldwide. It's worldwide. They're making so much money off of this GOAT debate. LeBron is the villain. They make LeBron as the villain. Everything LeBron do just get scrutinized, and he fell for it. And not even really to fault LeBron James, the fact that he fell for it, because you're talking about a young guy who come from humble beginnings. He's not as sophisticated to realize that he was really being duped into this GOAT debate. They made him believe that he was, he was legit. I think a lot of basketball players would have fell for this, would have fell for that GOAT debate, because one thing about basketball players and any athlete, like they believe they the best. Every basketball player believes that they could do this and they could do that. They believe they the best, and so you allow him to feed into his ego. You feed his ego, and now he believes he's the GOAT. When the whole time they have been using LeBron James and they just making so much money. I cannot turn on my computer without seeing an advertise and this is every day, advertising for a new style of, or a new color pattern of the Jordans. And that's crazy, so here it is. What is this? This is October. NBA season get ready to start back up. And now the closer you get to the NBA season, you see a whole wave of Michael Jordan just came out with a new clothing line, you know, and all these tennis shoes. They just cashing in. They are cashing in. And meanwhile, everybody is like making LeBron James out to be the villain when really I think LeBron James, he's in a lot of ways he's the victim and he was set up. It's like being a patsy, right? You don't know that people are using you to do their dirty work for them. Like a patsy, and that's the person who suffers the most. Like the patsy get all the blame for everything, right? when really the people behind the scenes orchestrating it benefit from it, and the patsy get the blame. And so LeBron James, like I said, they set LeBron James up. They use LeBron James, and I'm not sure if LeBron James even realizes it yet that like what went on. I don't think even the people around LeBron James, realize it, and because and a lot of people who watching this go only people I think that really is hip to this is like I think people in the media. They see, like what was going. I think some people at the media really probably see, oh, okay, this is what's going on, but people won't say it, But LeBron James, like I said, was just used as a patsy, um, you know, to make Nike more money with the relationship that Michael Jordan had with Nike. I mean, in order for anybody to come along and to surpass Michael Jordan, you just that's like reinventing the wheel. You already got Michael Jordan. Why would they try to reinvent another Michael Jordan? Like what happened with Michael Jordan in the 80s and in the 90s? Like that can't be duplicated. It just can't be duplicated. But they did take it to another level financially because Nike is really using their presence on the like on the internet to really expand their business. They've just blown out of the water. And Mike is coming out with a new clothing line at this time too. It's because Mike see that the writing is on the wall for him to make so much more money and to capitalize on his popularity. Mike not even doing commercials. He just put it out there that he's doing a whole nother clothing line, and he gonna make money off of that. Nike is just dropping shoe after every day. They're dropping new shoes for Michael Jordan. Just go online and look. Every day they dropping new shoes. Like they're bringing back it's new color patterns, but it's the old retro Jordans. It's crazy. It's crazy, and it was sophisticated. A lot of people caught up in that GOAT debate. Everybody know that Mike is the GOAT, but this is about money. Nike just they're making so much more money. They're separating themselves from Adidas, Converse, Under Armour. Like Under Armour is having right now, Under Armour is having financial problems, right? Because Nike is just monopolizing the tennis shoe market, especially when it comes to basketball, man. Nike is like what Nike just pulled off is just crazy. So yeah, man, y'all look into it though. It's they just really just played LeBron James, and I don't know if LeBron James even realized it now, but Nike just blew everybody out the water with this play, and so that's my take on it. Um, Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget to leave a comment, and I will check you all out in the next video. Peace.